car enthusiast here. Um, Today I am playing a car mechanic simulator 2018. Uh, Whenever I log into the game, I am going to have cars already because I enjoyed the game and I kept on playing and playing. But uh, I did want to restart this game to show you from square one, but I realized how much time it took me to get from level 1 to I'm only level 17 right now, and I have a total of 30 hours logged right now, and I don't feel like going through that process again, even though it would be fun to show you guys. But right now, I have a few cars that are decent, but I can't paint them at the moment. So so far in the game, because I had to wait till level 30, and that's going to take a good amount of time. So far in this game already, I have a lot of money, but you're not seeing it right now. I'll show you whenever we log in. I have close to $14 million in the game because I sold a mod car or DLC car where it's basically all the DLC cars are from the Steam Workshop and some are from the what's it called, the Steam store where the game provides us. But the DLC cars seem to have more detail to them, and I just think they look a lot nicer than most of the cars that you can get in the game. Like, it's only limited to Dodge, I think Porsche, Pagani. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I feel like I get more enjoyment out of the DLC ones. But I'll talk a little bit more, but here we go into the game. Alright, as you can see right now, I have nothing in the shop, and all the cars I've been working on are in my parking garage in the game, which is basically, here you go. It's the whole entire map. You can get barns along the way as you rank up and get sell cars and all that. Car auctions, I have to wait till I think level 19. Racetracks you can go to. Off-road tracks you can already go to. Most of the tracks you're allowed to go to. Car salons are overpriced cars. Abandoned airports to just test out your car. Parking garages to put where your own custom cars are. And my own garage, you can go to the workshop maps, speed track, but the junkyard is also unlocked at level 13, but that is how you get many sorts of money. As you can see with the toolbox, you get these upgrades. Now, as you go, you get better and better upgrades, like you get stronger or nimble hands, and then you get stronger arms, just improves your tool rate, as in like tightening bolts and stuff like that. You get to walk faster, discounts in stores. Obviously, this did the garage expansion. The tablet, what it did is, I don't know if you can see it, it's all the way right around here. But in the beginning of the game, you always had to use that for the internet and everything. So I waited till level 5 and got this. And then up here, you can see is along the line, you get the recycling kind of ordeal, which is all it is the repair rate. Like, you have 50%, 55% as a successful repair at the tool bench, and it keeps on going higher and higher. As you can see, you get stronger arms, more nimble hands for level 2 and 3s, so it goes a lot faster. You can get all these. Then obviously I did this, and I got the secondary car lift and a secondary garage spot, and then a higher, discount in my store. And I'm just waiting until level 30, because that's when I get all the good stuff. As you can see, whenever you start off this game, you go right into doing all of these kinds of things, and the more and more you get it, the more and more you do it, the more money you get out of it. Like, you see all these cars, but obviously I downloaded the majority of them. So, my personal opinion, whenever you start this game, do not just start off with some basic old cars that the game provides. I recommend going to the Steam Workshop and getting something better. As you can see, if this is obviously the oil drain, you would get a regular car and put the lift up, and I'll link one of the videos of one of the YouTubers I've been watching. He'll probably explain it a little bit better, but I've seen some of his videos and I like him a lot, so I'll link that down below. So we're gonna go off to the junkyard and we're gonna see a car that we're gonna like. Alright, here we are at the junkyard. This junkyard provides a good amount and gets you all the cars you personally would want. Ooh, as you can see, if we go down here, I'm not sure offhand what this car would be. Let's see. 180SX. Nice. Inline, well, it's an inline 4. That's not a lot of power, but 193,000 kilometers. Bad body condition and all that, but that everything can be replaced. We'll come back to that car if we don't see anything nice. What do we have here? We have an Audi RS2 Avant. Probably butchered that, but it's a 4x4. Nice. I'm not really digging it. I'm not a big fan. Let's see what else this junkyard has in store to provide. I'm not seeing too much. What do we got over here? Another 180SX. That's a V8 though. Ooh, what's this little tiny car? Is it a Miata? Nope, it's a rip-off Miata. Probably gonna pick up the inline 4 version of this. What is it? A Nissan 180SX, or yeah, 180SX. So we're gonna buy this. Put it right in my garage. Alrighty, here we are. We have the 180. It's a nice car. I feel like we fit a. Can we engine swap this? No, no swap options. But that would have been nice. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna move the car to car lift A, the first car lift. I'm gonna throw it up on our lift. What's in the warehouse? Just the stuff that I have from earlier. Gonna get rid of some of the stuff that I do not use offhand. Not a lot of money out of that, but it's whatever. Sorry about that, guys. I had to adjust a few settings on my OBS, and also so it wasn't saying my microphone is too loud or anything like that along those lines. So obviously we're gonna replace all the exterior parts so it looks a lot nicer when we start to assemble this car. There's no seats or anything like that right now. Gonna replace all the windows, the doors, the trunk. Got some nice taillights. These are nice. There's that like a little game license plate. And for these DLC cars, you have to always go into the community. They're never obviously in the body shop that is provided from the in-game. So that's the only downside. So obviously we go simply 180SX. Enter, and should provide us with what we need. 180SX painted cover. Ooh. Probably gonna pick up these Rocket Bunny. Right. We are going to assemble the exterior so it looks nice. Oh, that's nice. I like that. This is a little tricky. There we go. Gotta get the Rocket Bunny version. Normal mode, see what it looks like. I'm not a big fan of that. Let's do... What does this one look like? Now that looks a lot better than the Rocket Bunny version. Alright, put that in. Put the left door in. And then let's see how the fenders look. Nice and wide fenders. Get these tinted. Nice little Rocket Bunny. Rear bumper, Rocket Bunny. Taillight. Alright, so that's the Rocket Bunny kit on the 180SX. Alright, so we're going to start this off by going and starting the engine. And pretty sure it was, I want to say the BMJ, but I'm going to just double check. It was the BMJ. 114 horsepower, not a lot of horsepower to it, but you know, it'll do. Engine block. So, with the engine holder, you see it in the beginning of the game, but you are not able to get it at first. Well, you have it, but you need the engine hoist so you can be able to remove the engine out of the car previously. And in order to do that, you need the whole nine with the garage expansion. So we're gonna get the inline four engine. Obviously, we need to do the overview real quick and double check if the gearbox is connected. The gearbox is connected. So we're gonna lift it up. We're gonna put the engine crane, put it over to here. Gonna go up here, go to the gearbox, click on this, get rid of the drive shaft. I like how semi-realistic this game is. There's a lot of key features in a real car that you always see on these games, but some games don't do a good enough impression of it. Obviously, this could be a little bit better with, you know, being a mechanic myself, with the all sorts of fun stuff that comes with being a mechanic, you know, rusted bolts and snapping them off by accident, and all the fun stuff that you really don't want to do. My bad, I have forgotten to add these in. The Rocket Bunny head, tail, or mirrors, and there we go, we got that. Going to, no, engine crane. Going to pull out the engine, move that back to the other place. Just gonna remove the engine cover for now. Close the hood, and we're gonna start the new engine. Alright, inline 4 BMJ. Here we go. Alright, so we got the inline 4 base of the engine. We need a fuel filter, power steering pump for inline 4. Same with a water pump, and we also need an alternator. Same with an oil filter. Here we go, we're gonna start assembling this. We have got the power steering pump. Obviously with older cars it's not really a thing, but you know, we accidentally have two of those. We got the water pump. We have our crankshaft. All the necessities of a basic engine. Alright, gonna throw on the oil filter, and we're gonna start assembling with the pistons. Ooh, I still have my aftermarket ones, but I'm not gonna use those because we're just trying to sell this. I'm only gonna put the aftermarket parts with the engines and cars I'm going to use and going to use properly. But alright, so we have that in. Pretty sure we have one of those. Nope, never mind. Alright, so we're gonna go on this side. Crankshaft bearing caps, obviously the rod caps. Gonna start putting everything together. Huh, it only takes one of these, and I have one too many. Intake manifold, inline 4, MPI. Then we need camshaft caps. I already have one of these cam gears. So we need a timing belt. Yep, timing belt. And the intake, and then camshaft caps. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, here we go. This game right now is only 20 bucks, I want to say, on Steam. I think it's worth the purchase, being a personal car mechanic myself. But if you're trying to get into that sort of business, and or you just enjoy the idea of working on cars and you don't know if you should or not, but this gives you a little glimpse at it for the most part, I want to say. But I think it's worth the purchase. It, me personally, I can work on this for hours upon hours, but I can understand how some people don't. Okay, so we need the MPI, the regular engine head cover, a belt tensioner. Engine head cover. Right, then we got that belt tensioner. Of course. Inline 4. And we go all the way down to timing cover. Crankshaft pulley. Yeah, I do have one of these. Serpentine belt for inline 4. Got that. Pretty sure this is the last thing besides the oil pan and stuff like that. Alright, so we also need just a regular serpentine belt A. So we need a serpentine belt, just a regular one. Serpentine belt A. Throw this on. Got that taken care of, and then we're going to rotate this engine around so we have an easier access to it. Get the crankshaft bearing caps. I obviously do have the good amount of extras for obvious reasons, seeming how I'm a decently high level, but not as high as I would prefer to be. But uh, done a lot of V8 cars, as most of the American cars are usually really good, and they're always the steel block, big tough cars. And what can go wrong? I mean, inline fours and pretty much inline fours are not the biggest amount of big the biggest car in the world. So we need the spark plugs and the ignition coil for the inline 4. So we gotta pick up, where's that? Fuel rail, no. Ignition coil, we need ignition coil. Then we need 4 spark plugs. Spark. 4 of these. Probably gonna need that in exhaust sooner or later. To save time on your guys' end, I'm gonna fast forward to whenever I'm finished up with this and putting the engine inside my car. And 180. Alright, so the new engine is inside our car. I'm pretty sure we need an exhaust manifold, but I'm not sure. It's kind of broken. Alright, so we're gonna go in here, unmount all these. In another video, I will be doing a different car. I'm only gonna do the engine on this car for my sake of time, but so I'm only doing basic kind of things just to make it enough to run at the moment. So we need to get brake servos. We need the ABS module, the ABS pump, the servo. Then we also need the air filter base, and then we also need the air filter cover. Where's that? Where's that? Then we also need, I think we need clips for that. We need B clips, I want to say, but alright, so we're going to put the air filter base in, put the ABS stuff in. Alright, so we also need to pick up the radiator A and then the battery. We need the radiator fan housing. Radiator fan. Okay, got the radiator done. Pretty sure now all we need is to put oil in the engine. Close the hood, and as you can see, I kind of knew that, but left trunk taillight. Ooh, interesting. Let's see what we got. Left trunk taillight. There we go. Gonna put that in. And here we go. This is the car. Pretty sure we're gonna send it off. It's fun having it though, I'm not gonna lie. But here we go. Wait. Gotta put that nice, or that's not right. Wait a minute. Where's that? Gotta put that off. Assemble mode. Gotta put the painted cover on. Nice. Now we're going to flip the hood and get rid of it. Alright, it's been a fun episode with you guys. I'm going to end the episode right here, and the next one I am going to check out the junkyard again, see what kind of cars we can find, and it's been P8 Car Enthusiast here. It's been a fun video, and I'll see you in the next one.